For our film, we used editing software called Final Cut. We were originally going to use the full tracks composed by Harry Escott for each different location and manage a way to make them flow in and out of each scene, but this didn't work. Instead, we decided to use the different layers to fade them in, to fade them out in order to work with the different locations, the different transitions. This was our most complex section for sound. As you can see, we had multiple layers of diegetic, non-diegetic sound, trying to make it work seamlessly between the past and the present, but the end result we think was really successful, and the software was really useful for editing sound. In order to differentiate between the past and the present, we changed the colours of the flashbacks so that they were warmer, more golden colours. We used an effect called film grain to again make this contrast even bigger. So you can see here the before and after, the colours are warmer, you can see the film grain effect, and we really like this effect in the end, as the lighting at the time we couldn't get to look as golden as we wanted to. For the font for our titles, we used titles from a website called DaFont, and we chose this font because we thought it was really simple and clean. We didn't want to distract from the shots that we had. We thought that they looked really beautiful with all the lights in the background, so it was really important for us to not take anything away from the composition already. The tripod that we used also helped to differentiate between the past and the present. So you can see that before this red flashback, the shots were all very still, but once the red flashback comes in, the camera is handheld. Same with this shot right now. This just helped to emphasise the contrast in mood between the flashbacks and the present. For our film, we used a Canon 550D with a Canon f1.4 lens. Unfortunately, the camera didn't have autofocus, so for all of our shots we had to manually focus it. So here you can see some of the outtakes from the film. Unfortunately here you can see that we can't always keep up with Sonia's movement if she's moving towards or away from the camera. Even if it focused right at the end, it didn't focus fast enough. Again, here we used some of this shot, but not all of it, because we couldn't keep up with her movements, even though she was walking really slowly. It does give you pinpoint focus, but if the focus goes wrong, then as you can see here, the footsteps aren't fully focused. So we didn't use this shot in the end. We couldn't get it right. We couldn't keep up with her movement, unfortunately. However, when it goes well, it goes really well. You can see here that we use it to our advantage to help pull into focus the shot of the knife. It also helps to create a large depth of field, so like this shot in Collateral in the opening, you had a very pinpoint focus and everything else is blurred out. You can see that in the shots of her face, it focuses on her eye. Like here, you can see her left eye is focused and everything else really blurs out, which is an effect that we really liked. You can also see that the background therefore blurs due to this depth of field. So some of our audience members commented that this shot in particular, where you can see that we're shooting into a reflection so you can see the lights bouncing around, it created a really lovely atmospheric look. Like this shot from Drive in the opening when he's driving through the city, we really liked how the lights are glowing in the background, but we have the focus fully on Driver, so here you have the focus fully on Sonia. In the end, these street shots were really successful. Even though it took a long time to get Sonia fully into focus, we had to move really slowly in order to keep up with her movement. It still turned out really well, and we love the look that it gave to our film.